It's here, guys. The long-awaited report on the FBI's actions leading up to the 2016 election has finally been released by the Inspector General of the Justice Department. The reason this report was so long-awaited is because the Office of the Inspector General is the government entity that's responsible for investigating FBI employees and their practices. And they've been working on this report for over a year now. Like, fuck, it's finally out. The report itself details many instances of the FBI messing up on the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Now, since this is an over 500-page report, I'm going to examine what I found to be the most interesting finds of the report. Andrew McCabe, who was the deputy FBI director at the time of the email investigation, said that when he learned in late September 2016 about more Hillary Clinton emails, he sent a team to review them, and he also mentioned it briefly to James Comey. But the report found that no real action was taken until almost a month later. And the action was only taken because the Southern District of New York hit up the FBI and was like, yo, like, y'all doing anything up there? Now, the FBI gave 4 reasons as to why they didn't look into these new emails right away. They were waiting on New York to give them more information about the emails. They didn't have the legal authority to see the emails. They thought that the emails wouldn't be relevant. And 4, they reassigned some of the key members of the Clinton investigation to the Russia meddling investigation. The Inspector General ended up telling the Judiciary Committee that he didn't think these were good enough excuses to stall the Clinton investigation.
We found the FBI's explanations for its failures to take immediate action after discovering the Wiener laptop in October 2016 to be unpersuasive.
Now, the Inspector General did catch the FBI slipping on this one, but what are the text messages he's talking about?
And we did not have confidence that the decision of Deputy Assistant Director Strzok to prioritize the Russia investigation over following up on the Wiener laptop was free from bias in light of his text messages.
So during the Clinton email investigation, the lead investigator, Peter Strzok, had an affair with FBI lawyer Lisa Page. And personally, I think they're perfect for each other. I mean, they both really don't like Trump, and this was made evident in the text messages between them.
Page, God, Trump is loathsome. He's a loathsome human being. Strzok, yeah, he may win. Good for Hillary. Would he be a worse president than Ted Cruz? Trump, yes, I think so. Strzok, I'm not sure. Oh my God, he's an idiot.
In my opinion, though, of course people who have opinions can remain objective. People who think critically have the ability to separate evidence from assumption. But that's kind of also what makes me feel uneasy about these texts from Peter. I don't know if this guy thinks critically or not. The fact that a lead investigator on the Clinton case and an early part of the Mueller team is so openly biased is really astounding. Like he had to have known that these texts were gonna leak. And to the court of public opinion, it only takes one bad apple to screw over the bunch. The last finding from the report I want to talk about in this video is just how much James Comey was criticized for his actions during the Clinton investigation. In the report, you could find the Inspector General saying how Comey made a serious error in judgment when he decided to publicly reopen the Clinton case just 11 days before the election.
Although we did not find clear evidence that Secretary Clinton or her colleagues intended to violate laws governing the handling of classified information, there is evidence that they were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
And Hillary and Bill both say that this move cost Hillary the election.
I was on the way to winning until the combination of Jim Comey's letter on October 28th and Russian WikiLeaks raised doubts in the minds of people who were inclined to vote for me but got scared off.
She said that James Comey was the proximate cause of her defeat because of the way he handled that investigation. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
As for Comey's excuse, he told Congress that he publicly reopened the case because he didn't want to be seen as concealing something.
Concealing, in my view, would be catastrophic, not just to the FBI, but well beyond. And honestly, as between really bad and catastrophic, I said to my team, we've got to walk into the world of really bad.
And he was pretty much slammed by everyone at part 2 of the Senate hearing, including by one of my favorite politicians, Trey Gowdy.
We see Jim Comey and Jim Comey alone deciding which DOJ policies to follow and which to ignore. We see Jim Comey and Jim Comey alone deciding whether there is sufficient evidence to support each and every element of an offense. He said the men and women of the FBI do not, quote, give a hoot about politics. Unfortunately, and I use that word intentionally, unfortunately, he was dead wrong.
Ultimately, my main takeaway from the report is that it really supports either side of the political aisle, depending on which parts of the report you decide to focus on. But I can't end this video without addressing the elephant in the room. Does this report prove that the Trump-Russia investigation is a witch hunt? In my opinion, no, it doesn't. If the FBI as a collective was really against Trump, they could have leaked a lot more to the press, and the FBI wouldn't have gone out of its way to make Hillary Clinton look so bad. Vermont Senator Patrick Leahy described this predicament in his testimony at the Inspector General's Senate hearing.
Every single misstep by the FBI damaged Hillary Clinton, helped Donald Trump.
Even Chuck Grassley, who's set to become the most senior Republican in the Senate, said as recently as April that he still had confidence in the special counsel Bob Mueller.
I hope the main thing here is that I have confidence in Mueller. The president ought to have confidence in Mueller.
This story, just like all the other stories we talked about, is still developing. So I'll try to keep you posted on that unless I come across a different story that takes over my attention. I really wish I could keep updating a story with more and more videos, but sadly I am only a one-person crew. But I hope one day to do a saga where I just keep continuously updating the same story. Maybe that'll happen in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.